Hey, how are you doing? This is your girl Julia, and I welcome you to my channel. This is the Julia Inspired Lifestyle channel, and I got your back. Anything that has to do with how to earn money, how to save money, how to multiply money by investing, your girl got your back. All right, so in today's video I will be talking about something I promised you in my previous video. If you missed out on that previous video, I discussed 2 practical ways how you can earn money in the stock market. You need to watch that video. If this is your first time, please go over and watch that particular video. It will change your life. And if you're a returning customer, I presume that you have watched the previous video and you are looking forward to today's video, because today's video is all about how to be your own bank. I love this topic so much because I feel like every information that will help you as a young person to grow is one thing that once I know about it, I will bring it to this channel so you can learn about it. So I'm going to talk about how to overcome your financial disability and become your own bank. You know how you walk into the bank and you pay in money and you go home and you feel like, I have done myself something good, my money is in my bank. The question is, do you know you can even be your own bank? Yeah, it is very possible, and I'm going to be breaking it down in today's video. So please do me a favor, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because it gives me encouragement to do more videos, and also YouTube shows this video to much more people when you're liking this video, when you're dropping comments, and when you are subscribing to this video. And do yourself some things over this weekend. Please make sure you share this video with your friends. That's one of the best ways to bless their lives. If you're blessed to see this video, please share this video with your friends. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is develop a strong why. Why do you want to have money? Why do you want to own your own bank? Why do you want to leave the rat race? This is one thing people are going through. A lot of people who are working from paycheck to paycheck, no time to relax. They don't even have enough. By the time the salary is paid and they spend money here and there, they are back to zero. So one thing is how to get yourself out of your rat race. Or if you're just beginning life, how can you avoid getting into the rat race situation? So I don't know where you are, how old you are, and you're watching this video, but this is something you need to ask yourself. You need to find the reason why you need to make more money. You have to develop a strong why. When you have a strong why, are you doing this for the sake of your children? Are you doing this so that you can retire early? This is one of my goals. The reason I'm doing this is to retire early. I got tired of working for someone else. I got so pressured at work. I was having anxiety problems, and I knew I needed to make a U-turn for the sake of my health, and I needed to retire early. And I had to put things in order, and that is why I have the time to share these videos with you so you can do that exact thing I did. But first, develop a strong why. The question is, why do you want to make money? Write down 5 solid reasons why you need to make money. What is the reason? So that any day you wake up, you go through that's your why, and that gives you the energy and momentum you need for the day to move on. But now let's talk about financial foundation. Because you see, when you want to build, when you're building a house, all right, there are the important things you need to do. The first most important thing you need to do is the foundation of the house. Now, do you know that the foundation, the type of foundation you do in your house determines the type of house you're going to be building? Let me put it in a better way. If you're building a bungalow, the type of foundation you do is different from someone who is building a flat of maybe a block of 10 flats. So an 8-story building foundation is nothing compared to a bungalow foundation. So depending on the kind of foundation of money you want to have, you need to build yourself a solid financial foundation. And like I said, in your financial journey, you need a solid financial foundation. Let me tell you how you build that. the first thing you're going to do is to gain knowledge, and this is one of the ways you're gaining knowledge, by learning from this video this information that will change your mind and change your life. All right, knowledge is now the real new currency. Knowledge is important. You need to get financial knowledge, and sadly these things are not taught in school. You got to get financial literacy knowledge. You're going to learn how to budget. You're going to learn how to build emergency funds. You're going to learn how to invest in stocks. You're going to learn how to pay yourself first. Make sure that all these things I mentioned, that you have written them down. The first rule of money is learn how to pay yourself. The question is, are you paying yourself or are you slaving for yourself? A lot of people think they are paying themselves, but they are actually slaving for themselves. So the system already is working against us. The system is designed to keep us broke, to keep us with lots of expenses, to give a lot of people poor salary. They can't even negotiate because they are not growing. They're not learning any new skill. So they are stuck with what they have, and they can't even negotiate for a better salary. So you should know this. The system is designed to keep us broke, keep us with lots of expenses, give us poor salary, inflation. So many things are working against us. And if you don't find a way to earn extra money, to earn either passively or actively, as far as I'm concerned, you can start with the active source of income and then you move over to the passive source of income, because for me, that is where the bliss starts from. That is where your enjoyment, that is where your freedom and peace of mind comes from. Okay, so if you don't find a way to earn extra money, you are definitely going to be in trouble. You are definitely going to be in trouble. The average Nigerian is already in debt. Like, many people are in debt. They are always borrowing money to do stuffs, and you need to get out of that situation. Many people do not even have up to 200,000 naira in their accounts. It's the sad reality. So it's time that you start learning how to transfer your wealth, how to even own the wealth, and then learn how to transfer your wealth. That's why you need to learn how to earn money, how to save money, and how to invest money by multiplying that money. You're going to move from developing a healthy body situation, because your health matters. If you're not healthy, there are so many things you cannot do. So you're going to make sure that you have a perfect health condition, you take care of yourself, and then you move into developing and creating money for yourself. That's where you learn how to own your bank from. So I'm going to be sharing some steps that we need to know, and these steps will help you to understand how to own your own bank. But first, I need you to understand that a bank is just an institution that has accounts. So when you walk into the bank, what you essentially do is you ask them that you want to open an account, and they ask you for a couple of information like your personal details and so many other things that are required, and then they open an account for you, maybe a savings account, a current account, and some other types of account that the bank have. So none of them is paying me, so I'm not going to be calling their names. Okay, I'm not going to be calling their names. So the most important thing for you to learn is how to save money, how to invest your money, and how to earn from your investments. That is why I said you should endeavor to watch my previous video, because there I mentioned how you can earn money from the stock market, from your investments. You can earn from capital gains, and you can earn from your dividends. So make sure you go back and watch that video. Quickly rush and watch that video. In fact, you can even pause this one and watch that video and come back and continue with this video. Okay, now bank gives us poor interest. Everybody knows that. Bank, you would think you're actually making a very smart decision. You bring in money, you have $1,000, you put it in the bank, and then you keep it in the bank, and bank will tell you, okay, we'll give you 1%, 1.5% interest rate per annum, and they are using your money to do what you're supposed to be doing with your money. I don't know if you heard me clearly. Banks are doing what you're supposed to be doing with your money, and when they make returns, they give you tiny little fraction, and you are excited. And the annoying part is what they're giving you is way below inflation. So the inflation is still working against you even after receiving those bank interests. So what do? Because you know that inflation reduces the value of your money, to make it clear for you to understand, how much is bread? Bread moved from 100 naira to 650 naira. And in this economy, if you're going to use just 650 naira to buy only bread, you have not purchased any other thing you're going to use to eat the bread, then you should know that we are actually in trouble. So you need to earn at least 20%, since currently our inflation is at 15%. Your mind should be telling you, what are the things I'm going to do to be able to make sure my money is up at 20% so I can actually beat inflation. The question is, if there's nothing you do now, then you're going to be in a bigger trouble. But the earlier you start doing something, the better it will be for you. So I'm going to be discussing with us how to be your own bank, so that you will do exactly what banks are doing. Now, banks do a couple of things. Let me give us, some of the things that banks do. Banks use our money and they invest it in the money market. They invest the monies in loans, and then they also invest in something that maybe you don't know, which is the life insurance. Banks invest heavily in insurance and they make a lot of money. Now, what banks don't give you is they don't give you compound interest. Do you know what compound interest is? I'm going to give you a little assignment. After watching this video, go to Google and type in compound interest and learn what compound interest is. A lot of us learned it in primary school. We obviously cannot understand it. So the question is, if you've learned compound interest and there is nothing offering you compound interest in your life, you have to rethink and plan towards doing that. So compound interest is one thing you need to understand. It works perfectly well when you move your money from the bank and you put it into an investment account and start earning investment percentages by yourself. So instead of putting your money, and banks will do exactly the same thing, why don't you take that money from the bank and put it into an investment and start earning massively for yourself? Let me give you an instance. If you have $1,000 and you invest it into an investment account and you purchase a share that pays dividends of 6% in a year, and you leave that money for the next 10 years, that $1,000 will be close to $10,000 or more after 10 years, without you adding anything, without doing, in fact, absolutely doing nothing. This money is working day and night for you. And remember, you cannot work 24 hours every day of your life, but your money surely can do that for you. Even while you're taking up second jobs, taking up side hustle, this money is working for you. This is how you become your own bank. This is where you start taking decisions for your life, where you do exactly what banks are doing. My job is to open your eyes to see where you should be doing the most work, where you should be investing, and this information should get your life in order. So you have to have a mindset shift first. You have to understand that I need to do this for myself. I need to do this for my family. I need to do this for my children. I need to do this for the sake of my future. Where do you want to be in the next 5 or 10 years? It starts with what you do today and not what you do tomorrow. In the previous video, I talked about the 50-30-20 rule, where I put 50% into expenses, my 30% into emergency fund, and my 20 is what I invest. You should watch that video and get the whole details of how to start from scratch and build yourself a money, just build your own bank. All right, God has given us the power to create wealth. If you're a Bible student, if you understand it, you would know that every opportunity is right in your hands. The question is, do you have the information? If you have the information, what are you doing with the information you have just received? So today, I am going to give you something. What separates you from every other person is taking action. And not just taking action, it is taking action today. Now you've heard this information, what will you do with it? Sit down and re-strategize your life. One thing I can offer you is free information on my YouTube channel. Another thing I can offer you is joining my community, where you can learn from novice to a pro, how you can manage your life, manage your money, and build a better future for yourself. So every information you need is in the description link. In our community, we give the simplest information concerning investing in the US stock market, because that is our key area of interest. How do you make money in the US stock market with the little you have? So the question is, when are you starting? When are you going to do something concerning your own life? All your life you've been doing things for people, you've been impressing people. Why don't you start today by impressing yourself? If you found this video valuable, please drop a comment in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and if you know the topic that I'll be discussing in my next video, you will definitely subscribe, because when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, when I drop my next video, YouTube will notify you and tell you about the new video I just dropped. So don't miss out on anyone. Catch up on all the other videos I have done. Do yourself a favor, learn. It is free now, so learn it and build a better future. So I'll see you in the next video to empower you to change your life and to change your money story. This is Julia, and this is the Julia Inspired Lifestyle channel. I hope you're getting value.